Pinoys in Paris, your daily Olympics updates. I'm Pauline Verzosa. The world's best athletes are coming together 3 days from now for the biggest stage in all of sports. The Olympic Games officially open in Paris, France on July 26. And true to the so-called City of Love, it will be quite a romantic-looking opening ceremony. Picture this, thousands of athletes sailing across the River Seine at sunset towards the iconic Eiffel Tower. And along the riverbanks, an expected crowd of 320,000 people. Of course, what really matters is what happens after this parade. The Olympics will run until August 11th with 329 events across 32 sports. The Philippines is sending 22 athletes to the Olympic Games, and that's the country's biggest delegation in over 3 decades. And they hope to give the nation glory in a special centennial year as the Philippines celebrates 100 years of its first appearance at the 1924 Olympics. That coincidentally also took place in Paris. Meantime, President Bongbong Marcos made special mention of our Olympians in his third State of the Nation address yesterday. 22 Filipino athletes are set to compete in this year's Olympic Games, and we also have 6 Paralympians.
As we speak, our finest athletes are competing in Paris now for the glory of the Philippines. Let us wish them well and the best of luck.
Well, Filipino weightlifter Elrin Ando is poised for a strong comeback in her second Olympic stint. From Metz, France, Boom Gonzalez reports on her journey.
Diyan lang siguro siya mas-stick. Si
Si Elrin Ando, ang ating Cebuanang weightlifter na pinanday na ng pagsubok sa buhay, ay sasabak muli sa Olympic Games, Paris 2024. Sa kabila ng matinding injury, depresyon at muntikang pagsuko sa weightlifting, kinwento sa amin ni Elrin ang mga aral na napulot niya sa Tokyo Olympics at kung ano ang halaga ng salitang Olympian para sa kanya.
Nangihinayang talaga ako dun. As a Olympian, as a first time Olympian po, parang late din kasi ako na-qualify noon. Tapos hindi ako seryoso na Olympics na pala yun. Tapos isip bata pa rin dun. Parang wala pang goal na mag-medal talaga. Parang sa sarili ko nun, basta importante makalaro lang. Tapos ngayon, iba talaga sir, iba ngayon. Kasi ang laki ng goal ko na kahit nasa rang 7 ako, ginugol ka pa rin yung pinaka-top talaga. Proud din ako sa sarili ko. Dahil sa dami namin, 22 lang po kami yung napili po.
Ibinahagi rin ng isang dating gasoline girl at mangangalakal ng basura kung ano ang nagawa ng sport na weightlifting para sa kanya at sa kanyang pamilya.
Ang dami sir, ang dami. Nakapatayo ako ng bahay sa mga kapatid ko. Family first talaga ako sir. Parang gusto ko unahin sila before ako. Tapos after ng Olympics, parang nagpatayo ako ng bahay sa Cebu na para sa kanila lang. Tapos yung goal ko ngayon after Olympics na magkaroon ako ng sarili kong bahay talaga. Yung sa akin na talaga.
Si Elrin Ando ay bahagi ng pinakamalaking weightlifting contingent na ipinadala ng Pilipinas sa loob ng 40 taon. Lahat sila ay handa ng bumuhat ng mga pangarap at pag-asa ng buong bansa, kasama ang ating mga atleta na lalaban sa Paris 2024. Mula sa Metz, France, ako po si Boom Gonzalez.
Isang daang taong laban, isang daang taong laban, isang daang taong laban para sa bayan. Isang daang taong laban, isang daang taong laban, isang daang taong laban.
And at this point, let's get a view from near Paris from our Olympics correspondent, Denise Stan. She is reporting to us live from France. Denise, you've been covering our athletes day in and day out, but what's the latest on them? What's the general mood, especially with only 3 days left before the Olympics open?
Hello, Pawi. Bonjour from Paris, like what you said. General mood is excitement. Lahat sila, again, are honored, excited to have a chance to compete here in the Olympics. And for some, to defend the title, get another gold para sa bansa. At tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang ensayo para sa kanila.
Alright. Are they still training, Denise? Kasi alam naman natin, as the games draw closer, I'm sure they'll be conditioning their minds. They're already, some would even take a step back from their intensive trainings. Is that what they're doing?
Some of them, yes, yeah, that's what they're doing. Ang isang nakausap natin is Joanny Delgaco. She got here over the weekend and she is starting her training, or actually she started her training yesterday at tuloy-tuloy daw yan up until her competition this coming Saturday. Sam Katantan actually is still in Metz, France. May sparring session pa siya today. And she will be heading over here to Paris tomorrow, either tomorrow or on ano ba ngayon? Tuesday ngayon?
It's Tuesday.
Thursday, yes.
Thursday. And Denise, you did talk about si Joanny Delgaco, and she will be one of our first Pinoy athletes na sasabak dito sa Paris Olympics, right? She's competing on Saturday. Pero sino-sino pa ba ang unang mga Olympians natin na sasabak sa Paris Olympics?
Well, aside from Joanny Delgaco, Ira Villegas will also be competing for the country this Saturday. Tapos ang kasunod will be Sam Katantan. Her competition will be on Sunday on the 28th.
And what have organizers been saying lately about all the training that they did in Metz, France? As we all know, groundbreaking ito. No? It's the first time that they held an intensive training right there where all the action will take place, of course, courtesy of the Philippine Olympic Committee as well as Signal TV. So how crucial was this training for them?
What they're saying is that they're absolutely happy about it. Again, that time in Metz, France, gave our athletes enough time to adapt to the environment here in France. It also gave them yung time to be able to really just focus at the task at hand. Yung training lang, walang ibang iniisip. And again, an opportunity for different sparring sessions against other countries. So doon medyo may test na tayong nakikita, nakakapag-gauge din tayo. At syempre, nasusubukan natin yung iba-ibang styles ng ibang bansa, regardless of what sport they're in.
And Denise, just to refresh our memory, no, of course, we have 22 athletes sa Olympics. We also have 6 in the Paralympics. Pero ilan ba yung target na medal natin in this edition of the Summer Games? We had 4 medals nung Tokyo, nung 2021, di ba? But is it possible to achieve more?
You know, Pao, if you remember, we were able to sit down with the POC President Bambol Tolentino when we had the shoot with Longcon. Ang sabi niya, he couldn't really give a number sa totality ng medals na ina-expect daw na makuha ng ating Filipino athletes. But he said he is expecting at least 1 gold medal in this Olympic Games.
Did he disclose sino yung athlete kaya na yon?
Nako, na on the spot siya, so he didn't really say, but sabi niya at least 1 gold medal para sa Pilipinas.
At least 1 gold medal, and the good thing is marami naman tayong medal contenders, di ba? Of course, nangunguna na dyan sila EJ Obiena, of course Kaloy Yulo, and as well as our boxers. And were they inspired by Heidelin? We know na si Heidelin Diaz, who won our very first Olympic gold, unfortunately did not qualify for the Olympics, no? Pero would you know if they were able to talk to her? Did she give any words of encouragement, inspiration, or at least na-inspire lang sila from her feat noong 2021 in Tokyo?
Pawi, if we're talking about inspiration, I think kahit wala yung conversation na yun, everybody is just inspired to be able to bring back that glory to the Philippines. At alam naman natin kung gaano kabigat yung panalong yon na ginawa ni Heidelin back in 2020. So yes, everybody is determined, they're focused, and they are very well inspired to do the same feat for our country.
As we can see photos here nga, no, of Ellerin Ando, hard at work. This is her 2nd Olympic stint. At parang redemption din yung gusto niya, no, to really win a medal this time for the Philippines. But Denise, you stayed in Metz, France for, was it 2 weeks? Parang 2 weeks
30 days.
30 days. Oh, grabe. Sobrang tagal pala. But now you're already in Paris.
Correct.
Kamusta
How's
the
the
adjustment?
way here? It's pretty much the same, pero yun yung task namin today. We will go around the city, aside from yung, syempre, bisita muna sa IBC, dun sa mga venue, but we will try to go around para pagdating ng games proper, alam na namin yung mga pasikot-sikot dito, alam na rin namin kung ano yung mga kailangan sakyan at puntahan in a snap kung kailangan man.
And yung mga athletes natin, are they already staying sa Athletes Village dyan sa Paris?
Some of them, actually, pag binisita mo yung mga social media pages, lalo ng ating mga gymnasts, they've been uploading reels and videos of yung experience nila. May mga unboxing, may mga tour. So some of them are already there.
Ayan. And lastly, Denise, before we let you go, kamusta naman din na yung relationship ng athletes with one another? I think that's one of the most important things din na dapat i-build, diba? The camaraderie, the sportsmanship, if you may call it, diba, na yung bonding din kasi nila as Olympians is quite special. So, is this particular group of athletes that we have for Paris already bonded?
Yeah, we saw that from day one, Pawi. When we first arrived in Metz, the day after, we went straight to Les Arènes, which is one of the main training venues there in Metz. Tapos sila mismo, kahit magkakaibang sport, they were walking together side by side, nagkukwentuhan. So the camaraderie, the bonding, there is no question about that. At mas napatibay, mas napalakas pa to nung training camp there in Metz.
All right. Thank you very much, Denise, for all your updates. We know you have a busy weeks ahead there as you give us all the latest from Paris, France. Once again, that was our Olympics correspondent, Denise Tan. And it's not only in France where our Pinoy Olympians are training. Filipino boxers are at a sports camp in Saarbrücken, Germany. Take a look at this. Here's Carlo Paalam, or this is Yumir Marshall, and our Filipino boxers hard at work in their sports camp. We can also see Carlo Paalam, we have Ira Villegas, we also have Nesty Petesio and Hergy Bacyadan, putting all the extra effort into a series of sparring sessions. Now they're also up against fellow Olympians and boxing medalists here in their training camp. Now as for Yumir Marshall, he is also undergoing intense training after a sparring session against a boxer from Uzbekistan earlier this month. Now this is Pinoys in Paris, your daily Olympics updates. We're going to take a quick break, but as we do that, here's some trivia about the Summer Olympics. Welcome back. You're still watching Pinoys in Paris, your daily Olympics update. I'm Pauline Verzosa. Count on organizers to be ready should a tech emergency happen during the Olympic Games. The International Olympic Committee says the recent CrowdStrike system's failure is a, quote, good rehearsal for potential cyber attacks they may encounter down the line. CrowdStrike is one of the largest cybersecurity firms in the world. And when its outage happened last Friday, it paralyzed several industries, including travel, health, and banking.
I'm not a technology expert, so I can't really speak too much about it, but I would say almost it was quite a good rehearsal. Cyber attacks are part of everyone's daily life nowadays, phishing attempts everywhere, and for the Olympic Games, it's a huge target. We, needless to say, have a huge amount of safeguards in place, both ourselves, our partners, and obviously Paris 2024. I obviously wouldn't go into what those were, even if I could explain what they were, which I can't, but I can tell you that we have been assured by our people and by our partners and by Paris 24 that we are very, very prepared.
A special task for NBA superstar LeBron James and what may be his final Olympics. The 39-year-old basketball icon is one of two athletes that will carry the flag for the United States during the opening ceremony on Friday. LeBron's female counterpart has yet to be named. LeBron is the team captain of the United States men's basketball team. He is the first male basketball player to carry the U.S. flag at the Olympic opening ceremony and the third basketball player overall after Dawn Staley and Sue Bird. And back to our very own Olympians. Filipina fencer Sam Catantan is now laser focused on her training for her Olympic debut in Paris. And that's, of course, with the help of her coach in Pennsylvania State University, Mateo Zenaro. Our Denise Tan has the story.
As Sam Catantan continues her preparation for the Olympic Games, she's now focused on perfecting her strategies. Enter Coach Mateo Zenaro, Sam's head coach in Penn State and former Olympian who won Italy a bronze medal in the Sydney 2000 Olympics. With Italy having the most number of Olympic medals in fencing, Coach Zenaro believes he would be of great assistance to Sam.
Obviously, I know better Italian, so I can try to help her. In Italy, the fencing is much more on reacting and watching what your opponent does because it's a situational sport. So the idea is being able to do the thing a little bit slower, watching how the other one react, and then make my decision.
He has the Olympic experience po and he's a very well-known coach and an athlete as well. I'm very thankful po na he's able to give me those kind of advice. Yung reminder lang po every day kasi minsan nakakalimutan mo talaga yung kapag at the moment while you're fencing with the stress and with the pressure, yung mga basic, even the little things, minsan nakakalimutan mo. Siyempre, I was very excited po for him to be here. Siyempre, siya po yung nakasama ko a month before coming here sa France, and ever since po nung na-injured ako, talagang he was really patient on me po. He really tried to help me a lot this year po to get back.
Aside from the technical reminders, Coach Amat believes Coach Zenaro's presence in Sam's journey is of great value.
Yung time talagang talagang nagpapagaling siya, yung recovery. Si Coach Mateo daw talaga yung tumulong sa kanya. Minsan nagle-lesson sila one-on-one, nakaupo siya. So yun, malaki daw talaga yung naitulong ni Coach Mateo sa kanya. Ang laki ng parte din niya kay Sam.
He kept reminding me that in this tournament, high level na po talaga yung mga athletes. And nakakatuwa nga po kasi na-mention niya na really like a year ago, hindi ka nga makapaglakad .
During Sam's road to recovery, Coach Zenaro bore witness to her incredible determination and sacrifice.
And I saw her like day by day, working hard, even if it looks like it was an impossible goal. But she didn't care. She just worked it out every single day, October, November, December, January. But the mental side, it's something that me and anyone else can teach you, or you have or you don't have it. And this is probably the biggest quality she has. she is willing to sacrifice everything. So that's the most important thing.
With only 1 week left before the Olympic Games, Sam knows there's only one thing left to do.
I just have to believe po. And then if anything po, they have the pressure and I have nothing to lose in this tournament. And the only thing I can do is to surprise everyone.
From Metz, France, Denise Tan.
Isang daang taong laban, isang daang taong laban para sa bayan. Isang daang taong laban, isang daang taong laban, isang daang taong laban.
Well, as for boxer Hergy Bacyadan, she's determined to win gold despite being a newcomer not just to the Olympic Games, but to boxing itself. Last year, Hergy was still a Vovinam fighter before shifting sports and putting on a pair of boxing gloves. Carlo Pamintuan tells us more from Saarbrücken, Germany.
Hergy Bacyadan is in a race against time in terms of trying to catch up in experience against quality opposition. Here today in Saarbrücken, Germany, she will share the ring against a really good opponent, a World Championship silver medalist from Australia. It was November last year when Hergy Bacyadan won the Women's Combat 66kg division in the 2023 Vovinam World Championship. 8 months after, she is now fully immersed in a different sport, forging her path towards Olympic glory. 8 months later, she is now completely immersed in a brand new sport and she is forging her path towards Olympic glory. With a lean field in the women's 75kg division for boxing, Bacyadan was pushed by the Samahang Kickboxing ng Pilipinas to try and qualify for Paris 2024 under the guidance of ABAP. Now it's all about learning as much as she can in the limited time available. Bacyadan has now sparred with the 4-seeded 75kg boxers here in Saarbrücken, Germany. The last of which was Caitlin Parker of Australia, a former silver medalist in the World Championships.
Nakasparing ko na yan Australia nung first world qualifying. So nag-training kami ng Australia. So si Caitlin din talaga nag-kasparing ko ng Australia. Then siya din yung nakalaban ko nung US, nung natalo ako. Pero yung time kasi na yun, hindi ako ganun ka-condition talaga eh. Kasi tigas yung katawan ko. And yung naging sobrang kumpiyansa din ako nung pag-sparring kami. Kasi lagi ko siyang minamasi-masi lang, iniisip-isip lang eh. Kasi hindi ko pinifeel din na world champion siya, malakas siya, or kahit na kilala pa siya. So, parang pares lang kami naman nasa ring na nag-ensayo eh. So, nung ngayon, medyo na-obserban ko yung sarili ko, nakinig ako sa mga coaches kung anong mga technique ang pwede kong i-apply doon. And yun naman, happy naman yung coach ko na kahit pa paano, nagagawa ko naman yung mga training namin from day one na nag-start kami mag-training dito. And na-apply ko naman ng mas maganda na i-deliver ko naman sa taas ng ring yung mga na-training namin.
So is the additional guidance from her coaches and even some of her teammates.
Sobrang happy nga ako dahil yun nga, na-sharean ako ng mga ganyan kasi parang bihira ka lang din makarinig. Siyempre, parang siyempre ang isip natin, uy, Olympian yan, parang taas yung level niyan. Pero sa kanila, kung na-feel yung parang parang wala ka sa, parang hindi porket qualify ka lang or hindi kita papansinin, parang ganon. Pero sa kanila, sobrang doon ko na patunayan na talagang sobrang ma-share silang tao and sobrang na-appreciate namin yun, lalo na sa akin.
And all this experience will be crucial in giving her a shot at finishing on the podium.
Nung day one pa lang na nag-start ng training, sobrang na-hype ako, hindi lang sa dahil Olympics to eh. Parang syempre, pribilehiyo bilang sa akin na hindi lang sa akin, sa lahat ng mga atletang Pilipino na makatungtong dito sa Olympic. And sabi ko nga gagalingan ko pa and improve ko pa yung skill na medyo kulang man, pero pakunti-kunti medyo nag-i-improve na and natutuwa naman ako, mas tumataas yung confidence ko and di na ako makapag-antay na dumating yung Paris Olympics.
From Saarbrücken, Germany, Carlo Pamintuan.
Isang daang taong laban, isang daang taong laban, isang daang taong laban para sa bayan. Isang daang taong laban, isang daang taong laban, isang daang taong laban.
Team Philippines is getting support from the whole country, including, of course, their fellow athletes. Check out the warm-up shirts of these volleyball players from the Signal HD Spikers and the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. The front reads, "Isang daang taong laban para sa bayan, Olympic Games Paris 2024." While the back features not the names of the volleyball players like on their regular jerseys, but names of the different Filipinos competing at the Olympics. These include EJ Obiena, Carlo Paalam, Yumir Marshall, and Nesty Petesio. Team Philippines will begin its Olympic campaign this Saturday, July 27. Catch us again tomorrow at 3 p.m. This is Pinoys in Paris, your daily Olympics update. I'm Pauline Verzosa. Thanks for tuning in. Good afternoon.